Greetings everyone, my name is Buck Business. Konnichiwa, Kawaii Critic. And today we're here to give our quick thoughts on Disney Fanatics 2364's Bride of Discord and Daughter of Discord. Considering that the finale of Daughter of Discord came up today, I figured there'd be no better time to discuss both of these series and the impact that they have had. So since this isn't going to be a full review, we're not going to go on to each episode one by one, but just talk over them as an overarching set of stories. So, one of the things Disney Fanatic does expertly is craft a well-narrated story with all the characters included. There was a little bit of worry at the very start of this how she would accomplish such a daunting task, but she does set aside time for each character to develop and set up their own little stories, as well as follow a main thread story and how they all interweave with one another. This is definitely a daunting task, and to see her pull this off with the amazing work of her artist and the voice actors really lending their skill and talent to putting through all of this with tremendous skill and talent. I must say, the overarching stories are truly commendable to the highest degree. Out of all the strengths and weaknesses I could point out, the highest regard and highest praise I can give this series is to how she particularly writes Discord. I'm going to give praise I don't think I've ever given on my channel before, but I honestly think Disney Fanatic has the absolute potential and talent to, if My Little Pony could continue on further, I think she could have written for the show, or can still write for the show. She is that talented, and whenever she writes Discord, it is expertly crafted and expertly written, and it makes Discord an interesting character, even more so than the actual show. I think she actually writes Discord better than the show staff does overall. And this carries over into the sequel as well, with a new loving pair to boot as well. Yes, in the sequel we see the return of said characters as well as the new couple as mentioned, and all the characters that we see paired have moved on in their relationships, and we see the, discourse that happens between them as events fold out. This sort of dramatization is expertly crafted as well. It comes when it needs to happen, and it fits very well, and everything is resolved well to a sort of Disney standard. No pun intended, but it can't be helped. It's very equated to Disney in the way it's formatted. Characters start off happy, a bad event happens, characters reach a low point, characters manage to come together and manage to save the day. And that is very true of the sequel. It reaches the point of a character, we won't spoil it, a character seemingly to, quote, die, and they actually do use the word die here, unlike My Little Pony is unable to, but yes, they do pull that off expertly, and the emotional weight that carries throughout the series is fully displayed in that moment. And again, full props to the actors who are able to pull off such emotional scenes. In the end, I believe that this series has been expertly crafted from start to finish, and I wanted to personally congratulate Disney Fanatic for making it through all of this, and to all of the talented artists and voice actors. Now, she may never see this, so that is I mean, that does feel bad, but at the end of the day, this video is more so for anyone who does cross paths with this video to say, if you haven't already seen this, I would highly encourage you watch it, especially if you are going into either writing a sort of story like this or anything of the sort. This is, again, someone I would highly recommend looking into, especially towards the writing department. It is very hard to write certain characters, and she, again, does it very well. She gives time and cadence to the characters that you normally probably wouldn't see get that much time. I want to point out a specific example. There are two mares who eventually cross paths and have certain feelings toward each other. We won't say who they are, but in the story, I'm really glad that they were able to get that time together and eventually work out their issues. And the fact that it isn't some sort of perfect, like, oh, we're just a happy couple. Like, it's actually a story arc. It carries through, and that's good writing. I'm looking at Deadpool 2 when I say that. There's a certain lesbian couple there, and it's very, very poorly written. Here, they actually take the time to get to know each other. They have their issues. They have their moments where they doubt each other. But at the end of the day, at the end of the end, love is what shines through. And that's what makes them interesting characters, is that arc. It is that follow through. And that is to say the same for the other couples. We're not trying to say that one outshines the other. Each pairing gets their own significant time, and even if by any means that you may disagree with the actual couples that were put together, there is no denying that the actual writing for these couples is expertly well handled. So there is that to consider, even if you may disagree with the actual couple set itself. Again, it's just so well written that it's very believable. You believe that Fluttershy truly does love Discord, and I don't think that's saying a spoiler. Nonetheless, it's very well written. And we want to, lastly, once again, congratulate Disney Fanatic for going all out to all of these and getting all of the support she's gotten. And I do hope that this video does reach her. Know that we really, truly do think that you are a fantastic writer. One of the very best, top-tier writers in the Brony community after seeing these on display. With that being said, those are our quick thoughts. Stick top, ping tom tori! And if you enjoyed these quick thoughts, then please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, everyone, farewell. Bye-bye!